What up? Oh, I don't really want to do shit tonight. So we're just gonna enjoy some broccoli. Oof. I'm just loading up my stuff. Hold on. Yo, you guys want to know something random that I just learned today? By attempting to miss the iceberg instead of ramming straight into it. That is what made the Titanic sink. Now, there still would have been a shit ton of death. A shit ton of death involved with that. Everybody in the front crumple zone of the ship would have definitely died still. But so many people would still be alive and the ship wouldn't be down. And that's crazy. My wife had some documentary on the TV right before I came in here. So yeah, by trying to avoid the iceberg, that's what sunk the Titanic. Granted, who in their right fucking mind is gonna go, oh, look at that iceberg, let's go run into that? So it's not like I blame the guy, but that sucks. That like he tried his hardest to, stop the thing from happening, and if they would have just let it happen, so many people would have been alive. Oh, they also said that they were bashing this one guy that was like second in command and saying that he like took his own life and took the coward's way out and shit. But now they have visual evidence on the boat that the last place that guy was standing still has the arm up in the air like it was trying to release the boat, a final boat before it went underwater, which means up until the moment he got swept away by the water, that man was still trying to save people's lives and he did not kill himself. Unless he did it right as that boat got swept off the side of the ship and he said, well, that's it, bam, all right, it's possible. It's possible. But enough about Titanic. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I never knew any of that. Apparently, this is a new documentary that just came out. They've got some crazy imaging software. So now they can look at the entire ship on a gigantic screen, like if they're actually standing right next to it and shit. It's really cool. It was really cool. The Unsinkable. All right. My broccoli stick is almost prepared, yo. Gotti too hottie. What's up? Yo, I heard that back in 8th grade. What is that from?
Brother, what's that?
Yo, thanks for the follow, Undead. Appreciate that. How's your night going? I hope you're well. I'm in the middle of making a little Canagar. I'm complaining to anybody that'll listen that TikTok won't let me smoke my Canagar, but they'll let me make God knows what on Schedule 1 and give it out to everybody on the game. Excuse me? You didn't see anything. I didn't squish this one enough. It's being difficult. I was trying to be gentle with it. Hell yeah, refilling a swisher. Do you bust it open or do you empty it like a shell? Cuz I know taking it out of the middle might be the slow way, but I feel like you could get way more back into it. Hate when that happens, right? Fucking bullshit. All right. Yo, have you heard of MJ Academy? They've got a bunch of like accessories for broccoli. Speaking of ASMR mode, enjoy my fancy screen while I do this. If you want to hang out, you can come over to Twitch or YouTube, This Thor Games, because the video is full there. Brother, I don't even remember what I asked you. Oh, okay, MJ Academy, I remember. Well, you got to pop over for a second because I got to show you this thing I picked up from them. It's a blunt bubbler, bro. Turn every J and blunt into a bong rip. And I'm just saying, like, TikTok can kind of kiss my ass right now because if I can say all that shit when I read it on the game that I'm playing, This Thor Games. Let me know when you're in the chat so I can hold this thing up for you. It's dirty right now, but it still looks cool. Yo, what up, Mufasa? Yo, Ghost, thanks for them likes. Appreciate you. What you up today, bro? Up to tonight. Oh, goddamn. Hey, yo, thanks for the follow, bro. All right, check this out. Check this out. I'll give you a close up. Or not. That camera is bugging. Hold on. No, I can't add that right now. Good night. Love you. Sweet dreams.
Do you want to play one picture?
Maybe. More than likely. I'm smoking. You can't be in here, dude. It's okay. I just don't want you in here to get all smoked. All right, check this out. Check this out. I was trying to give you a close up, but my camera's stuck back there. Like I said, it's a little dirty right now, and you have to clean it after every J because it gets that dirty after one J. I suggest getting one. If I had a code, I'd give you one, but I don't have a code. I think plus tax and everything, this thing was like $23 to my door. Second life-changing thing I just picked up. Yeah, let's go. Mufasa hit 1,000 likes on the TikToky. Let's go. I picked up the cactus cutter. So you just fucking pop it open, throw your shit in, turn it on, and then this plate will mill the stuff against that plate on the bottom. And you pop open the bottom and you've got your container. And as long as your shit is well cured, like it's not super sticky and still like wet almost, it'll shred that shit, dude. Oh, you mean like them glass blunt things? So those are pretty cool. It's got like the golden spiral in the middle, and you twist it every time you take a little puff, and it like pushes it out. I had one of those. I had one of those by the first company that ever came out with it. It was called a 7-pipe. And before that, they had one that was called a glass blunt. That was literally just a tube with another glass tube that was a plunger. So you pulled that tube down, packed it in, lit it, and as you would smoke it, you would just twist the plunger on the inside, and it would push the entire pack out a little bit. You know, that's so long ago. Had a veggie processor thing that had handheld because you broke your hand when you were 18. Damn. Well, this might be your next option. Cactus cutter. KK. Thank God they stopped it too. Let's go. 2K. 2,000 likes. Thank you, Mufasa. Just taking it easy, about to get blown. I'm jealous. I want some head. But once again, if I had a discount code, I would totally put you on Gabe. But you're just gonna have to go pick one up here. Pretend it's flipped. Cactus cutter. I didn't like it when I first opened it because the stuff I had on hand was very sticky. But I just left the jar open for like half a day, and it dried out enough that it worked perfect after that. So as long as your stuff, like I said, isn't in need of being cured longer, it's gonna work really good. And it takes no effort. This little plunger on the top, no effort. You could just set your hand on it, and you'll know when it's done because you feel it go from vibrating a little bit, like with resistance, to it's just smooth. So super, super easy. The more I use it, the more I like it. Just like I don't have a problem with actually rolling. But ever since I picked this shit up from Purple Rose Supply, this clear mold, I haven't rolled a goddamn thing, son. I put my shit in there, I pack it down tight, I pop it open and wrap the paper around it, and I'm done. And it lasts forever. Forever. This is just a J. Look out, it's all the more we smoked. I've been fucking blowing clouds. Is that the rolling thing that has the pipe in the middle? Yeah. It comes with here. I'll show you. So you open it up. Well, I guess with this one you don't have to open it up because it's big enough. But you have a little stick, little skewer that sits on the inside, and then you've got a packer. It's got a little hole on it so for the skewer, and then you just put your stuff in and pack it down, put some more in, pack it down, put some more in, pack it down until it's the size you want, which is easy to tell because I got the clear one on the side here. And then you just, like I said, just pop it out, twist it up. Well, you don't even have to twist it. You just wrap it around. Ooh, Grammy, you're here early. What's up? How's your day going? This one is by Purple Rose Supply. I know there's probably a whole bunch of brands, but if I had to suggest one, once again, not sponsored, but I totally go with their product. I love it. Purple Rose Supply. If you do get the Purple Rose Supply one and you don't have one of these, then I suggest getting a glass tip from them as well, because it makes it way nicer. Damn, it stopped you 5 away from 3K again, dude. Congratulations on the 2,000. Gremlin, you got to leave soon because you got to fix your truck again. Gremlin. Grem. I think we need to have a talk, my friend. You might have to bid that old girl goodbye. Because goddamn, every time we talk, there's another problem. I'm not saying that's easy to do. Thank you. I enjoy it. And it's a little reward every time somebody hits 1,000 likes. I love it. No, I know. I know. Trust me, I know. But if it keeps breaking like this, you're gonna spend more money to keep it than you would saving for a new one. Just keep that in mind, okay? I know. I promise. It's an impossible situation, but you're not gonna be able to get to work if you can't fix it either, you know? And eventually it's just gonna be unfixable, or it's gonna cost too much money to fix it. And is there any kind of ride share you could do with anybody at work? Do you work alone? Like anything. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I just feel bad and I want to help. Yo, Undead, what's your favorite EDM song? But my baby. I know, Grammy. I know. Let's go. Another 1,000 in the books. Dude, my first car was a 99 Concorde. It was an old man car. It was an LXI. It was already old when I got it. Like 10 years old or better. And I love that car. One of my friends blew my engine because of snow one day, and I was dumb enough to be like, yeah, they could get me unstuck. Don't ever do that. It was a bad idea. Yours is a 92? Listen, the fact that your car is as old as me means it's time. It's fucking time. 98 Firebird was your first car? Hell yeah, dude. If we want to go first vehicle, I had a 1989 Radian. I get it. I get it. I've got something sitting in my garage right now that I don't want to get rid of, but realistically, I can't fucking put the time or the money into it, so I'm gonna have to. Good luck with the truck. I wish you the best. And yes, come back and see us soon. We'll miss you while you're gone. Yo, cheers. I'm fucking... My favorite would have to be Midnight Tyrannosaur, the Rick and Morty remix. All right, let's copy that. Control C.
Big Bird. Cram it?
Big Bird. Did you just call me Cram It? Cram It the frog here?
It's my favorite bit that I've ever heard. Oh, I was expecting that to go way harder immediately than it did. I was prepared for something that didn't happen. If it doesn't make you make a nasty face, is it even good bass? Bro, I don't remember where or why. It was just something me and my friends found in an audio thing. We got passed around high school. It was right there with the Elmo that was saying, "Meet me outside at the playground 3:30." It was like that era. And when I heard that shit, I lost my damn mind. Just bubbles.
Today's number is joint.
Big Bird. Big Bird. Joint is a word, not a number.
Oh, yeah. Today's number is 3. The number of joints I smoked today. What?
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 Big Bird. 3 is not a letter. It's a number.
Oh, my bad. I paused the song so I can do that. You like Ganja White Night, or is that like too mainstream?
It won't be easy creating a new society from the ground up. Well, a helpful rule might be if you need something, you get it. Pretty simple, right? I need food. Who's got food for that guy?
I do, but this is for me.
Can't you make some more?
Oh, sure.
Can't you make some more?
For everyone who takes care of my kids.
I'll take care of your kids if I get some extra food for it.
Extra food?
we all get the same. All right, okay, fair's fair. You do extra work, you get extra food.
Who's gonna keep track of who gets how much food for how much work?
Hello, I can do that. I'll keep track of everyone's food. You know, in exchange for food.
That's not
In exchange for food.
son of a bitch.
Branched off of EDM for a little bit and got heavy into rock and metal. Hell yeah. All right, well then you gotta listen to this one, because this shit goes so hard. And then I got a metal cover to put on that you'll probably like. My sound is my sound make the crowd. Oop. My sound. Oh, go around. About to start watch parties for One Piece, bro, since it just came back. I haven't watched the new one that they dropped, so but everybody tells me when I'm trying to big ass mug. Yo, I got this at a con, and it was if you bought one of their mugs, you could pay like way less money, or it was free refills for the whole con. So the refill line was always like 10 to 20 minutes long, but you only had to buy one mug, and that was one mug for like 6 of us. And it worked out, and it's multicolored and shiny, and I love it. Not caught up, start with your girlfriend, she's slow watcher, and fair enough, sound like a deal. Don't get me wrong, they taxed the fuck out of this mug, but I drank a lot of soda to make up for it. Yo, me and my kid got to clown on a Karen in line, aka my kid clowned on a Karen in line. It was great. I just called her out. It was probably one of my proudest parent moments. One of, definitely not the, because my kid does awesome shit. But we're standing there in the refill line. Yes, story time. That's right. Story team. I love having new people come in because you haven't heard my stories yet. All right, so there we are at MegaCon Orlando, waiting in the 15-minute refill line. I'm like 3 people from the front, and they've got 2 lines. They've got the line coming in from people that are just now buying their stuff, and then they've got the line of people that are just waiting to, you know, go get a refill. So 2 people from the front, 1 person from the front. This lady comes up with her 5 kids, and she's like, oh yeah, see, look, they have this flavor and this flavor at this one. That other one didn't have grape. I'm like, they're just looking at flavors. It's fine. It's fine. And then when there's a break in the action from the people that just bought their cups, she like stepped forward. She's like, come on, come get your refill. And the kids look at her. They look at the enormous line of people. They look back at her. She goes, what are you doing? Come on. I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, everybody in this line wants to do this right now. I'm just going to do it. Excuse me. There's clearly a line. It's huge. She's like, oh, well, I didn't see it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, okay. And she just kept going off down the line. Now, before she got out of earshot, my daughter looks at me and loudly and bluntly in front of everybody there goes, is that what you call a Karen? Everybody in line was dying. they started laughing at this lady. Oh my God, I couldn't handle it. It was so good. It was so good. I even got the head nod of approval from some people as we're walking back past the line again. They're like, yeah, man, good shit. Because like I looked down the line before I said anything to her, because we all saw her coming up and edging her way towards the front. And I saw some angry people, and they're just like, you know, looking at her. I'm like, it's all right, guys. It's all right. We'll get her. We'll get her. But yeah, it's it was a nice feeling. I got to save a whole line of people from watching some asshole jump the line. Probably would have asked her if she was blind. I'm like, if you didn't lead your kids over here by going, look at this flavor I see, I would have said that too. But you clearly established that you had good vision enough to read what flavors were on these things. So you're telling me you didn't notice the giant line of people you just so happened to keep your back to the entire time you were talking to your children and edging towards the front. You didn't bother to pay attention what was attached to the drink. The thing that where you got the thing where you didn't imagine anybody else could be buying a cup, and all these people are standing here with their thumbs up their asses, and we all have similar cups. Come on. It was actually ridiculous, but you know, I got a win out of it. My daughter got to call some lady a Karen, and everybody laughed. It made my whole day. I also got to get an autograph from my buddy up in Canada because a lady was coming down to the con that they weren't going to be up there anytime soon. So that made me feel cool. I got to do my friend a favor. He's supported me so much ever since I became an affiliate, and I was just like, hell yeah, dude, I got you. No, she paid attention, but she did not care unless she was called out for it. And yeah, that's a big win. Oh, exactly. You're trying to tell this entire room full of people waiting for a drink that you didn't notice us. Fuck you, lady. Oh man. So I have another channel, and it's called Mugiwara Thor Pools, where I pull One Piece TCG. And I've been in love with pulling cards. I am overwhelmed and / scared at making up a list of cards to make auctions on Whatnot. And I'm like, I've been putting it off because I'm like, no one's going to buy my shit. No, they're not going to buy it if I don't ever do it. So I got to get on that. Right now, we got a few games that we have weekly in the roster. Tuesday nights, we play some Fortnite. Wednesday, I usually play VR mini golf. Thursday, I take it old school. And I forgot last Thursday, but I'm supposed to plug in my Switch and play my favorite GBA game, Golden Sun. I've only done one session on that, and it made me miss it even more. So I want to get back into that on Thursdays. Friday, every other Friday, I have D&D with my homies. So I'm actually not going to be here this Friday. Monday night, I do a podcast with my buddy. It's called Two Fats in a Sack. I'll drop that in chat because it's not spelled right. Bam. Two Fats in a Sack. So that's every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Tune in, say hi, don't say hi. You're gonna hear two idiots getting high and fucking talking shit. That's what that's about. And then there's Sunday where I just come in and chill. Normally I'll play something, but tonight I just wasn't feeling like any game I was gonna play was gonna be entertaining. Because my heart's not in the game tonight. I just wanted to get really elevated, and that's what we've been working on. I just started playing Schedule 1. That shit's hilarious, but I need somebody to play it with. It's a lot less fun when everything you do in the game is on you, instead of having a group of 3 or 4 people to go fucking run the town. All right. Like, I think that's going to be way better. I just started playing Labyrinthine with my buddy Mufasa. That game is terrifying. I'm not good at scary games. So once I understand the trick of a scary game, I'll go be ballsy McBadass. But until then, that I know I'm not gonna die, I'm terrified. I was stuck in a bush for like 10 minutes because I couldn't figure out how to get out. You're on PlayStation? Hell yeah. On PlayStation, I got Red Dead Redemption 2 Online that I've been grinding out. I'm almost a full-blooded moonshiner. I'm a pretty good trader, and I'm trying to get my bounty hunter up so I can be better at doing the tradesman shit, actually. Because it lets you hunt stuff while you're running and sprinting and on a horse going fast, which is a night and day difference when you're trying to actually track something down. Because having the hunter shit shut off right after you click the button because you took 2 steps forward, absolutely asinine, and I don't wish that upon anybody. What else? PlayStation. I don't even know what I have on PlayStation right now. Your friend makes you play Phasmophobia and that really jump scares you. I have played Phasmophobia exactly 1 time with my buddy, and I kept getting eaten. And then he told me about the fact that there's like these fucking demon dogs that'll eat your ass if you're outside on the thing. Maybe that's a different game. That was a different game. It's like that one though, but I can't remember. I don't remember what that one's called. You like land on different places in a spaceship, and you go to different stuff. Yeah, instead of ghosts, this one's more like demon-y, creepy creatures and shit. But anyway, there's like these big ass T-Rex dog looking things that are like guarding the ship at nighttime. And if you make a noise, they come after you. Well, there was a giant one. And apparently when the ship starts taking off, the back door becomes invisible. And I was standing all the way at the front of the ship, and he was in the middle of the ship, and I went, whistled for the dog. It came through the back door and ate him as we left. So he died just as we left the mission. I was never so proud of myself in my whole life. It was great. It was a great time. I guess I could turn on my PlayStation. That would probably be the easiest way to tell you what else I have on there. That's why I play Fortnite on my PlayStation, although that doesn't matter because it's cross-platform. No, I know what yours is. I'm saying the other game that I can't remember the name of was the one where I got killed by this T-Rex dog thing. I played Phasmophobia as well, and I played it, like I said, the 1 time. I got fucking devoured by a ghost. Put its hands all over my face, and I was done. No, it's not demonology. It's something else. You know what? I'll pull up Steam. Why am I trying to figure out what it is? Lethal Company. That's what it is. Lethal Company. I played Little Nightmares 2. I did not finish Little Nightmares 2. I got to a mannequin section, and I can't figure it out, and it creeps me out so bad. Thinking about it made my skin crawl just now. I played another weird, creepy game called Inside. That shit was weird as fuck. I have High on Life. I haven't played much of anything on that because it feels really repetitive already. Get to an area, shoot a bunch of shit. Get to an area, shoot a bunch of shit. And I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I've got a few rounds of Grounded that I've started with my buddy. I have Get to Work. I beat a game about digging a hole. Chained Together. Do you play Chained Together? Because I love Chained Together. I speedrun that shit. My fastest time with resets is 1 hour and 23 minutes, I think, was my best time. But like I said, I'm hitting resets. I wasn't falling and just making it work from there. I went to the closest area. Stanley Parable, Tabletop Simulator, Trick Shot Simulator, and Stardew Valley. That is my entire list of games that I have gone through. It's so funny if you let. Yeah, I love Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty so much that I watched Solar Opposites. Oh, that's the Marvel game, right? I've thought about it. That's as far as that went. Oh, I just beat Split Fiction with my boy too. So that was fun. I still need to beat it with my other buddy though. We haven't finished it on his end. That's shit. I need to talk to him because we haven't played Split Fiction in a minute. Ooh, Hogwarts Legacy. I really enjoyed playing that. I need to do a really evil playthrough on there. I'm just putting it off. I don't know why, but I want to do an evil fucking playthrough. I want the bad ending. I think I got the neutral ending the first time. I don't know. I want to murder everybody, every fight I have. I did tell them about Labyrinthine. I did tell them about that one. I actually downloaded Rivals on my other PlayStation out in the living room, but I didn't download it on the one in here. You lost interest for some reason in what? Split Fiction? Or in Rivals? Dude, Split Fiction had me from jump. I really, really enjoyed that game. I've played it for 28 hours. Oh, Hogwarts? That's fair. I mean, some parts of it are really fucking boring. And not for nothing, the battle system's a little hard. Like it's not fucking difficult, but sometimes my brain can't keep up with what I'm trying to do. And that's also one of the first games that I've played like that where I'm using the mouse and keyboard instead of a controller. And my fingers are not used to doing computer gaming. Not on a competitive, I have to switch spells and do all this shit to make it work. But I thoroughly enjoy, but I did enjoy the game, and I did beat the whole story at least once. Fall Guys, used to play Fall Guys. I bought Astro Bot, and I still haven't finished that shit. And I really liked it. And I like the game too. I don't know. I got bored. I was trying to make it into content for YouTube, and then I don't know. The dopamine stopped hitting, I guess, or something. Every time I go past Red Dead, I'm like, I should be grinding my Red Dead. I shouldn't be sitting here when I could be making trader bonuses. Yo, also, the number one advice everybody should give to people doing Red Dead Online is do your daily missions every chance you get. Because making gold in that game is garbage. It's garbage. It's so hard to make gold in that game, and they make you buy so many things that you need with gold. If you do your daily challenges, you get gold so fast. Well, way faster. Because goddamn. I was at like 12 gold all of a sudden. I was like, holy shit. And like I didn't know that, so I definitely put money into the game to have enough gold to become a bounty hunter, because you don't get any points for any of the shit you've done once you become a bounty hunter until you're a bounty hunter. So even though I'm doing multiple star bounties with my buddy, and I can no longer do single stars because I've done those star ones with him, they don't count for me as experience towards my bounty hunter shit. When I was so mad that they don't backdate the XP for shit that you've done. Like that's the least you could do when you make it cost so much gold. Is make it so that as soon as you do buy it, it gives you the credit for everything you've done in the game already. Just like the tradesman shit. I was helping my buddies jack up his tradesman stuff, and he was getting hella points for being a trader. And I wasn't getting dick that whole time because I never started my own trade journey. So that's too much work for Rockstar. That's got to be one line of code, bro. I'm I'm totally talking shit because I don't know how to code games, but I feel like it wouldn't be that hard. It's already tracking your shit. Be like, oh, as soon as they have access to this, you show what they have. But you're right, Rockstar would never. Rockstar would never. If anybody's been thinking about getting Split Fiction, I suggest you get it because that is an amazing game. Oh, also, never come here for Fortnite night if you're expecting me to get a bunch of dubs. If my friends are on point that night, they'll carry my ass to lots of victories, and that's great. But it's not coming from this guy. You're gonna get 1 to 2 cracked ass headshots from a sniper rifle from me, and that's about it over the course of the whole night. Same with your friends? Hell yeah, dude. Well, then you're welcome. Come on in. And if we have room, you don't even have to ask. Just be like, hey, let me hop in the squad. When it's full, it's full. I can't do anything about that. See, part of me wants to play Schedule 1, but like, I feel like instead of enjoying my first time playing Schedule 1, I'm trying to be perfect at it. And it's kind of ruining my fun. Because like if I have to turn down deals, I failed. I need to start that over. If I don't have enough plants, if I forget to buy my soil before the store closes for the night, any little mistake makes me feel like a fucking failure. Oh, you might get a few SMG shots that are dope. Maybe a sniper if I'm lucky. Yo, check my TikTok. I've got one Fortnite clip and it's me using a minigun on 2 people's faces. That was a good clip. Being perfect is the enjoyment. Yes and no, because honestly, I'm so stressed that I'm not having fun. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then part of me wants to play Aloft and just float around in the sky. Ooh, have you seen Aloft? Just fly around. You've been playing Call of Cthulhu. What is that? Call off Cthulhu. Can you imagine this is a game of you chasing around Cthulhu and you're like his mom or some shit? And you're just like, Cthulhu, cut that shit out. Don't try to perfect it. Just have fun and vibe, and I haven't. Listen, I know that's what I'm trying to tell myself, but I keep going hard. Aloft is about a whole bunch of islands that float in the sky, and you're a person, and you just live up there. You guys live on these floating islands. There's a gigantic windstorm in the middle, and for whatever reason, nobody knows where it came from or what it's about, and your object is to go from island to island because you've got like a glider you can use to just glide over these other islands and find stuff. You end up being able to pick an island, you put rudders on it, lifters on it, and sails on it, and now you're sailing your own island around the sky to other islands. And sometimes you have to fight fungus monsters because some of the islands have been taken over by evil fungus. So you gotta fight that shit and clean the island and make it new again. I am struggling to find the next thing that I need on the game to be able to continue, but I just figured out what it was, and it's because I didn't want to have to keep animals. I don't enjoy taking care of animals in a video game. It's just, that feels like a fucking burden to me to have to make sure I keep and feed a sheep and shear it. I don't like, that's not my thing. Once again, this is a game that I wanted to play with people that enjoy that part of it more than I do. You know, symbiotic relationship. You keep these animals fed and I'll be the pilot. And then we can do everything else together. It's an older game that's very story driven, like the Amnesia games. Okay. I like the sound of that. But yeah, so I need to go find a sheep because there was a sheep on one of the islands that I found. And then I need to shear it, I guess, because I need wool so I can make cloth so that I can make better sails. And once I make better sails, I have to go through the first wall of the storm. It's got giant rocks flying everywhere. And it's gonna like break the shit on my island. And I'm not ready for that. And like it won't even let me go in with the sails I have. It's like, you can't do that. It's gonna cause damage to you. I'm like, why don't you let people fly it in there and get torn the fucking shreds? Because that would be a great update. It sounds dope as fuck, but you're afraid of heights. How no? There's no ground. There's no ground. It's all just clouds underneath you. So like, technically, there's nothing. You're never gonna fall. And if you do fall, you respawn on your island or flying above your island. So I hate heights as well. Playing Chained Together gave me way worse of a stomach knot feeling than this game did. Plus, at any moment, you can deploy your glider. So even if you fall off of something, glider. And then when you're on your glider, you can go up and down. So you're good. It makes it so easy to save yourself that I was never worried for my life. And I'm not going to say that you're going to have the same reaction. I'm just saying it's a good chance it might not trigger you so bad. There's another game I've been meaning to try out that I just haven't done yet on the stream, and that's Blacksmith Simulator. I noticed this game coming out like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, ooh, wish list. I didn't realize that it came out. This whole time I was like, wonder when Blacksmith Simulator is coming out. So I went to go check on it, and it said it came out like 4 years ago. I'm like, I'm sure I got that email that told me this game was available now, and I just completely missed that shit. And then I've got a super old game called Atlantis 2. I had the original Atlantis on my computer somewhere, and I don't know where I was playing it, but it was the first game I ever watched my dad play. Was Atlantis. Beyond Atlantis. No. I think it's Beyond Atlantis. Maybe Atlantis 2 is Beyond Atlantis. Okay, no, Atlantis 2 is called Beyond Atlantis. I'm looking at it right now. I think the first one was just like Atlantis, the Lost City, maybe. But it's an awesome click scroll game. I don't know how is that how they're called when you have to click where you want to walk to every step of the way. It's not like free movement and shit. And then depending on who you talk to, depending on what choices you make while you're talking to people, changes the outcomes. Shit will kill you. It's got puzzles. I loved it. I loved it. When it got to the end, I helped my dad figure out the labyrinth at the end because my dad is very meticulous. So he like got a notepad, made like a bunch of dots on it, and each dot stood for like one motion of going forward with the click. And he mapped out everywhere that, oh, well, when I do 3 clicks this way, the next click I die because the guy shows up. So if I go this many clicks and then go this way, I'll be fine. And he mapped all that shit out. And then he kept dying. And I was just like, okay, Dad, just do what I say. So we're walking through the labyrinth, and just by avoiding him, like I literally just looked and I was like, oh, he's 2 clicks away. Go 1 click, see if there's a path. There's a path. Take that path because next one you're going to die. And I got him all the way through the labyrinth on like my first try. And I felt so cool. I felt so cool. My dad was so upset. And like, I get it. I was little. I was a little kid, and I just helped him beat the shit out of this thing that he'd spent days on. He was like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I'm just good at mazes. My first ever gaming experience, I broke my dad's nose. I was sitting on his lap, and there was a basketball game, and all you had to do was there was 2 lines, one that was going this way and one that went this way. And if you lined up the lines perfectly, you would make the shot. Like, and all you had to do was like click, click to stop line, stop line. I finally fucking did it after who knows how many tries. I don't even remember actually getting it in. I remember what happened immediately afterwards because I was like, yes. And then my dad was like, and super pissed at me, right? Apparently, I went, yes, and threw my head back and I smashed his fucking nose and broke it. So he couldn't even be proud of me for making the thing because I just broke his nose. Oh, man. Obviously, I was a little kid. I felt bad, but I didn't do it on purpose, you know? So my biggest win was immediately a bad thing. Ever since my dad told me that story, I was like, well, I'm going to be hyper vigilant. My children don't get nowhere near my face unless it's for cuddles. All right. When I've had several babies now. My wife has been fucked up in her eye by every single one of the children so far in one way or another. Every time them hands get close to me, if they're sitting on my lap, I like lean back a little bit, or I keep one hand sitting right here so that if they like do some shit, I'm ready, man. I'm hyper vigilant. I'm like, I'm gonna get my nose broke by my kid. No, thank you. Oh God. Yeah. I digress. Oh, all right. Call of Cthulhu, is that on Steam? What's that on, Mufasa? Mufasa? Why did I think writing Call of was gonna be it's only $4? Hold up, I'm watching the trailer. At least it's an interesting story, right? One of the best horror games of recent years. Lovecraft would be proud. Oh, nice. Lovecraftian. Subverts the horror genre with player choice. Oh, God. Everything I was hoping it would be and more. That looks like Arthur Morgan, an essential experience for fans of Lovecraft horror. A triumph. Keeps you locked in its tendrils. Yo, that thing got a resounding 8 out of 10 from almost every single source. 8.2 to 8.6, 8.7 was like almost every single fucking review. You think it's free on the PlayStation? A private investigator, Pierce, is sent to look into the tragic death of the Hawkins family on the isolated Darkwater Island. Soon enough, Pierce is pulled into a terrifying world of conspiracies, cultists, and cosmic horrors. Ooh. I don't know how you guys like horror shit so much, bro. I'm gonna see if it's free. All the live long day. Ulu. How do you spell Cthulhu? I didn't have to spell it on the other one. It just popped up. Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Yep, included. It sure is. Why do I let you guys talk me into shit like this? Even though, for the record, neither one of you told me to do it. Blue 88 Simba, what up? Why the 88? Not judging, just curious. It's downloading. Just so you know. Oh, you told me I spoke Cthulhu. Thank you. If you have extra PSN. Yeah. I was late to the party. I saw that you messaged, but I don't know why I didn't read them. So you have Thor and your name. I'm guessing Norse. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm a mutt, is what I've been told since the day I was born. I'm a Heinz 57. I've got a little bit of a lot of different things in my bloodstream, but apparently a lot of it is German, Polish, and Scotch Irish. Like, that's a big ass portion of it. And that area seems to lead me to think there's going to be some in there. Voodoo. What's up? Voodoo Kachoo. Cuckoo, kachoo, cuckoo, cuckoo, kachoo. My wife needs some ibuprofen, so I will be right back. Well, looky here. Shall we? All right. We're doing it. Call of Cthulhu. I need some more. I need some more broccoli for this. Oh, yo, speaking of Rick and Morty, you still here, Undead? I got something you're gonna like. My wife. Playing a game and have you fill screens, so I won't be typing, but I'm here for a while. All right, well then check this out. I gotta put this on broccoli break. Gremlin, you're back. How's the truck? You like it? My wife picked that one out when we went to the head shop. I was like, babe, pick me out a bong. I want one that you picked out. Because she doesn't smoke, so I wanted something from her. If I am mad, it's mercy. And the gods pity the man who... Oh, I didn't read that fast enough. Ugh. Starting out strong, baby. That's a shark. Shark head. Hi, Oakley. How you doing? I'm in jail with a lot of bloody bodies. Oh, well, you know, the prison door was open. Can I go back in here? You're doing good. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. I'm kind of scared, Oakley. Lurk. Well, thank you for the lurk. Got some big ass sharks here. Did they cut me out of the shark? Was I swallowed by a shark? Oh, wow. Okay. It's fine. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Oh, you mean like with this thing over here? Hurricane lamp. Yo. Feel like maybe I should get off the dock. All right, that wasn't scary at all. What's good, Sweet Loaf? How you doing, babes? What are you up to tonight? Bolt cutter. Well, I guess that's useful, huh? Now, how do I switch? Oh, it just automatically uses it. Nice. Have you played this? Sweet Loaf.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Okay. Can I have this? Nope. Damn, that's a whale.
What a putrid offering.
Yo, the audio in this thing is actually awesome. Yo, you can hear all them fucking flies. It sounds disgusting being next to it.
You have been chosen.
Don't run.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
We look the
Perhaps
same.
you will attempt to change your destiny.
What a dream.
I hate whiskey.
I'm a stickler for details, and in this game you're gonna need that? Oh, hell yeah.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Swirly would put an end to the nightmares. For a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Bro, there's meth in there, alright? That's why you're having nightmares.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Oh, man, come on. Look, you've been too long since you washed this pillow. Look at this shit, bro. You're not supposed to nut on your own pillow, man. And this one, too, you got... Bro. That's filthy. You talk to your clients with these pillows? Can't. I'm disgusted right now.
I used to be an avid reader.
Did you? Okay. That's an open and shut case right
The
there.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
What year is it? Do they tell you on the papers and shit? 1919. Momentous day in world history. Is that like recent, or is that that's an old ass paper? Look, man, they even got rings on the table from the drinks. That's crazy. Oh, no, you can play the music. My bad. Oh, does that... I can't put the music back on? Obviously, we're gonna have a drink before I answer this phone call, bro. What do you mean? Put it down. Good boy. Hello?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce? Private
Are you
investigator
Edward
contacted
Pierce?
by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce.
That's correct.
I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve a score or skill. Elegance, spot hidden. Alright, go through these one at a time here. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in the game. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on analysis of objects. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and expressing your knowledge of the myth. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the past events by analyzing a crime scene, an object, and picking locks. Seems like that's going to be the most important one. Eloquence is also good. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving your skill increases your chances of conceiving or manipulating during discussions. Conceiving. I'm gonna talk right myself right into your pants, baby. Strength is obvious, and medicine, medical knowledge, improvising the skill. Not recommended. Increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. What? What did I just do? Oh, I had 8 points. Okay, I have 8 points available. I feel like we gotta do that shit, right? You can only do that. You can't. I couldn't have done any more of them. It gave me the illusion of a choice. Because it said I couldn't do any more, right? No, okay, that was just the one. I could have done more on those ones. That one I couldn't. What? I'm not gonna pretend like I understand what's going on right now.
Thank you for
Yep.
this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's
Of
wrong?
course.
As
Oh.
you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Well, too bad. Just what you got. Take it or
You're
leave it.
free to leave anytime, sir.
Exactly. That's
Do
my
you
spirit
know to
animal
whom
right there.
you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply
Cheers.
a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've
Turns
brought
out
all
that was
that
a
I
lie.
have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Yo, they even put car horns outside because
Tell
of
me
traffic
all the
in New York.
assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Dr. Kimwell repeats to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. Despite the treatment, again, I hear voices. Strange picture. Alright. Examine the painting. Lost Battalion.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Some of it's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Police report, it says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live in live a recluse life there with only their son, Simon. Alright, but first of all, I didn't finish doing all the stuff over here before you guys gave me a call. And now I don't get to do with any of this other stuff? I don't like it.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
I shouldn't take this painting lightly. I read about her mental frailty in the police report. Something's not right with the story. Where does Sarah Hawkins live? Unlocked answer.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that.
Like
My
that
daughter
guy
was
in
an
the painting?
enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
All right, well, that's
I'm
all the
beginning
info.
to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Once we reopen Sarah Hawkins' case, all that means is I leave for Darkwater. I certainly find something on Darkwater in my bookcase.
Darkwater.
Oh, there we go. I can do the stuff
I think
now.
I've got a book on the
Yay.
North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Alright. Hey! I'm so glad I picked that up. Let's go. That was another 1,000? That was fast as hell. Let's go. Is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from the enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their own position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off nightmares that haunt him. So now if I have another one, I can improve my medical. Was local celebrity on Darkwater, heir of the ship owner family, used to travel a lot. Fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon, lived a very secret life. Painter and the boy. Isle of Darkwater, the occult. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Hey, let's go. Another 1,000, let's go. Painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and a child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that might be linked to the death of his daughter. All right, we got rid of all the things. Oh.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Anything else? I already did this, right? Yeah. Alright. Boop. We're out of here. My shoulder hurts, dude. Oh, I did finally order some more, another booster box, so pretty soon we'll be able to open packs for every 10,000 likes again. Woo woo. Maybe every 5K. I don't know. We'll see. Pierce took the Hawkins case. I thought this was a loading menu. It's telling me I can go in now. The cursed artist is accused of having caused a fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of an island, dark water. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Let's go. Good shit, man. Oh, because there's a couple of people here. I learned today that the guy that tried to avoid hitting the iceberg on the Titanic is the reason everybody died in the Titanic. We all would have made the same choice, but they learned today, or a while ago in a documentary, that if they would have just ran into the thing, it would have killed way less people and it never would have sank.
Stay on board.
I'm sure this place is fine.
There's guys coming to unload.
Didn't he just tell you to stay on board?
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
He's about to be dead when
I'm going
I'm
for a
back,
look
ain't
around
he?
the docks.
Talk to Fitzroy. Damn.
Gentlemen, please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Do I want to rub him the wrong way immediately? Yo, let's go. Another 1,000.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
Nope.
can't
No way to
understand. You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors. Oh yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
All
Get
right.
it? Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
They're like, please stop putting it back.
Not to stick your noses around here again.
This isn't your home, you bunch of sand crabs. We go where we want.
Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already in trouble.
Come on, can we sort this out? You can see he's half
There's
drunk.
nothing for you here
There's
either.
nothing to sort
Beat
out.
it.
Your chum wanted to stir us up. But you can stay to watch if you want. You can
There's
pick
nothing
up the
for you
pieces.
here either.
Come on,
Beat
you
it.
bastard. You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge
A true
rats
sailor's
don't
got in his
scare me.
belly.
What did he call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat.
Another 1,000. Let's go.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
All right, so it's January 16th, 1919. So that other one was right. The paper looked like it was so old already. Oh, hey. I know you. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you. The gleam you give me relieves the endless gloom. All right, that's all I got. I will punch you in the face, you ugly motherfucker. Yes!
Hey, be careful.
I love it. No disrespect taken.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Another 1,000.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Oh, he's my best friend now.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Dude's forearms are jacked.
I think we'll get along well. I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
That's fair.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
He's like, her art was shit, bro.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all.
I don't like it.
There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Same again, please.
Here you go.
Okay, he's acknowledging it's the second one, but he said the same exact thing twice. Come on, man, get some new material.
That's no moonshine.
You can say that again. House recipe.
That'll be all for now.
How many times have I heard them say "With the winds do blow" by now?
You like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
I had the wings of the girly boys.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Great conversation, man.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Already being called a miraculous catch. Surviving sailors told her fighting encounter their perilous catch, but also its meat. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marcus is putting warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family and friends to taste the miraculous catch. Nice.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Well, you guys are just mean. I guess I'm gonna go up here and talk to this guy now.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. The Scylla. It
Get some
finished
more
up
information
beached
on
at
it.
the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Okay, nice. I found the second one.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Maybe they are.
What a macabre souvenir.
Feeling real tired right now. Because I lean back.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Haha, closed your door.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Well, that was easy.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph, the one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that. but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm guessing that's the lady in the bar.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Oh, nice. I already did more investigative work than I needed to. He'd have told me to go fuck. I've got a little hit ready over here. We're gonna do a little puffy poo. Little puffy poo. On one. There we go. Cheers. Ooh.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
They all moved out of the
Get us
way.
into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
What do you make of this business, sir? Oh, you don't want to talk to a cop? I'm not a cop, I'm just a PI, baby. About you, mister. Okay, hook me in the eye, why don't you? I don't know why I'm giving this New York guy a southern accent, but you know, that's the move I made.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Is there a way to like climb up on shit? Okay, I have a lighter. I didn't know that. I just hit random buttons. Oh, I can peek around corners? Hey! That's cool. What's up, boys?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
It's okay, you have him a British
What brings
one?
you to Darkwater?
Who these guys are that kept... Who are these guys that are keeping guard?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors. If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing. Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do. St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat. It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here. Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here. So we drink.
It's perfectly valid, my dude.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Come on, you can tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the dock. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
I haven't talked to this guy yet.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay. Spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. Then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
That's fine.
Come on, you can tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Oh, here goes nothing.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talk. Go die.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
I just told
Shut
them
up,
that
you dummy.
their boss
You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
My questioning doesn't
She must
make
be quite
sense.
intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Damn.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I'm asking these in the wrong
I
order,
bid
but
you
I'm getting the
gentlemen
answers anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Was there any way around this way? If it would let me move stuff out of my way or climb up on this ledge. Alright. Obviously not the answer. Might have to just go talk to the captain and be like, hey man, you know a way in?
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah?
Oh hey, those guys are gone.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A handle. It must come from these old winches. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Am I missing something else?
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
There we go.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
That's safe. That was totally safe down there. Oh. Yo, do you know how often this game saves? Because I think I'm ready to stop for the night right here. This beautiful yellow smoke. All right. Oh, now I'm gonna have to fit time in my week to play this damn game. Thank you, Mufasa, for showing me a new thing. And shout out to our new friend, Undead Nightmare, for telling me it was free. I almost paid money for a thing that was no money. All right. I'm going to prepare a broccoli stick. And then I'm going to head out and bid you all adieu. The very Merry Christmas. Yo, biddies. What's up, man? Thank you for the biddies. There it is. I was like, wait, why isn't there any sound? No, and you never need to say sorry, brother. Get some rest, man. Thanks for coming in. Good thing you caught me in time. Yeah, you got here just in time, bro. It was perfect. Just in time to drop them big old biddies on my face. Ayo. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a fabulous night, sir. I won't keep you. Dancing, dancing is what we do. Bye. Gute Nacht, mein Freund. Nah, man, thank you. Thank you for support. I'm gonna leave this thing crushed in here for extra long this time because the one I did earlier, it started springing back as soon as I took it out of the mold. I was like, oh shit. Oh my god. So I started watching Suits, like a lawyer show. And it has 9 seasons. I just got to season 9. I just started it and my journey is about to be over, dude. I'm getting pretty good at getting the right amount of stuff into this mold. Like I put the exact amount into the grinder that I need. Well, everybody, I hope you had a good night. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for a little bit. I just haven't been feeling myself the last few days. Otherwise, normally I go till midnight, sometimes 12:30. But yeah, tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna be hanging out with my buddy on the podcast, Two Fats in a Sack on YouTube. Come hang out with us. Smoke one. Have a drink. Input your input in the chat. Tell us what you think about what we're talking about. Tell us that we're stupid. Whatever. First thing we're gonna do when you get there is tell you that you shouldn't be there. You like garbage television if you're watching us, okay? I don't even think we said hi last time when we started the stream. We were just like, yep, let's get in it. All right. I'm going to cut off Twitch first, so I can show you guys this. Bam. What the fuck? There we go. That was weird. All right. Good night, everybody. I love you, TikTok. Love you, YouTube. Love you, Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Shout out again to Nitro for that 500 biddies. Shout out to Undead Nightmare for the follow on TikTok and Twitch. I appreciate the hell out of you, and I hope to catch you around again. Like I said, tomorrow's podcast, Tuesday night, we'll be playing some Fortnite, so come in and hang out. Take it easy, everybody. We'll let TikTok and YouTube catch up because they're behind, and if I end now, it won't finish.